Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Great Britain. So, we're trying to get ourselves the Masters of India achievement. I'm not sure if we've picked this up a little bit too late, but you know what? We're going to try and squeeze out what we can. We are going to also pick up in the, the Rising Sun against Japan, but that I am not as concerned about. So, we're going to go ahead and save that for a little bit later when our peace runs out in 1807. That should give us plenty of time to call things up. So in the meantime, we have a bit of a predicament, being we have a lot of India to take over, and we're going to have to deal with a whole stack of overextensions. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and turn around and fight Delhi. So at this stage, my plan of attack is we're going to be going ahead and attacking these guys. They did lose their alliance with the Ottomans, which is good, but they're going to be able to get that back fairly quickly. So, assuming we can fight these guys first, that should cut down on who we need to attack. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll peace out Deccan, and we'll take what we can. We're then probably going to end up truce breaking, fighting people over again, taking some from Persia, as they are allied to both of these big dudes. So yeah, hopefully they should already be beaten up enough that we can easily run back through and take what we want. Now, we also have a couple of great projects, which I figure we may as well have. We have the Holy City of Jerusalem. That'll give us an extra missionary, so I see absolutely zero reason in not having that fully set up. So we'll give it a couple of days. And we will quickly get all of that sorted. It also looks like some zealots and revolts are taking place, but again, not a particular problem. That's mostly for our subjects, so I'm not too concerned. We are going to go ahead and finish this there, and then I believe there was... Whereabouts is it? Yes, over in Greece. We have the Parthenon, and if we do become the Holy Roman Empire, we can take all of this as we will be Romanists. So let's go ahead and spend some more money there. That seems nice and fantastic. Just make sure we have all of the bonuses that we possibly could make the most of. Let's see, that should be all of this. So when we do take it over, that'll give us advisor costs, possible advisors, you know, daily corruption and all that jazz disappearing, which I'm happy with. And then I think that's all. Yeah, that is everything. So that's fine there. Let's also go ahead and bring our black flagged armies over to Delhi's borders. Now, we are attacking Delhi first, but we're going to peace out these guys. So we're going to quickly go ahead and tell them to make their way over here ASAP. We'll go ahead and leave Q behind. And then I think, you know what? Let's go ahead and use our navy. Our navy is just standing around. So control... Oh, wait a second. You know what? I don't think it really matters. We'll just tell you to work your way over there. In fact, you know what? 70,000 men. Yeah, 70,000 men. That should fit on that ship fairly easily. Maybe if we, maybe if, you know what, it makes no difference. We're just going to go ahead and let them walk their way across. I really do not mind. These guys, let's go ahead and bring them into port. Make sure that they're nicely recouped and ready to go back to war. So that is the plan there. We also have, what is this? Conversions happening. That's fine. Let's go ahead and set another autonomous missionary. That would be rather nice. Yeah, just kind of get a little bit of extra unity. We're sitting at 105%, which is fine. We have a couple of things boosting that up, but as long as that doesn't dip, that is what is important to me. All right, we also do have an army, an army conforming to our template there, so that is going to cost us. That's where we've lost a whole stack of manpower, but that will make it a little bit easier for us to quickly run through everything. Although, come to think about it, we have Marines. Yeah, and that uses our sailors, of which we do have an excess of. They do take a little bit of extra shock damage, but at the end of the day, fire is what is king at this point in time. So, yeah, you know what? Oh, hang on a second. We can only have basically 1.25 million Marines. Okay, you know what? That is fine. That is fun. Let's go ahead and spend some of our money. We're going to go ahead and control click and just make a couple of units building on up, just so we can reinforce our numbers as we see fit and mitigate potential manpower losses. And then, since we are also rather low, I think maybe what we will go ahead and do, yeah, we're going to slacken our recruiting standards, double manpower recovery speed for 2 years. That is pretty solid. So at the moment we're gaining, what is this, 11,500 per month. After this, we're now, whoa, 27,000. That is very nice. So that should help us out quite immensely. We do have another royal marriage, which I do think we will go ahead and take. That is one of our vassals. You want access? Fine, we'll go ahead and do that. But I think this should be good. So let's go ahead and lose that power, get everybody ready. And we're going to go ahead and declare as quickly as possible. So let's see, we're in July. I think as, yeah, August strikes, we're going to need to attack Delhi, because if they get their truce with the Ottomans, that would be less than ideal. But if we're already at war, they will not join back. And it looks like, what is this? Oh, they're attacking Malwa? Oh. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, that might cause, yeah, well, we have to take all that land anyway, so I guess if they cut them down, they'll be a little bit quicker to devour on the next time round. Alright, but let's not let these guys get too big. So let's make the most of this moment, and actually, you know what? We'll make the most of this month and this moment, and while they're preparing that aggression over there, we will get our troops ready so that we can go ahead and attack. Alright, so let's go and see. Now, will any of these troops move? All of these Marines? It doesn't appear to be. So let's go ahead and select all of them. Let's see, all of those are Marines. That they are. So let's go ahead and bring you together. Let's also go ahead and, let's see, who are you? Drill Infantry Marine Regiment. Okay, so the rest of everybody else doesn't really exist there. Yep, that's fine. That should be up to 100,000 strong. We should have enough manpower to be able to withstand everything. Alright, our navy, let's go ahead and upgrade a single ship, whichever one that may be. What is that? It's a light ship. You know what? We do not need you to be part of that navy. We'll go ahead and set everybody for war. So let's go ahead and give them a mission setting. Let's tell them to blockade enemy ports. I think that would be good. And we'll tell them to do that in the... I guess we're not really fighting much of a naval fight here, but I guess any amount of trouble that they can create is good for us. So let's go the Arabian Sea. I guess that's where they need to go. All right, so we'll go ahead and tell them to do that. That should look after that fairly nicely. Oh, still in August, but again, before it hits September, we're going to declare this war. Spend money for development? Sure. I'll happily go ahead and do that. And then, alright, that's close enough. This will be fun. Let's go ahead and declare this war against Delhi. We're going to go ahead and... should we co-belligerize? No, we're not going to co-belligerize. We're just going to attack these guys here and now. So let's go ahead and confirm. Wait a second. Is this an imperialism war? There we go. That's the way to do it. Morocco, Khan and Deccan. Sure, let's go ahead and confirm. Alright, so war has been declared. That's what we want. Let's see. We have... yeah, US slackening recruiting standards. Yeah, that's fine by me. I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to that flag before. Invasions are ignorable. Separatists, I don't think are... Oh. Where are you guys? Are you one of our little islands? I feel like that's one of our islands. Ah, man, probably should have seen to that as quickly as possible. Fortunately, I'm not seeing the little glowing purple outline. Let's see. Is that over here? Is that in part of Japan? Alright, you know what? We're just gonna quickly go for a quick search. Yeah, here we go. So that's over there. Let's go ahead and bring these guys up and over. Yeah, I think they're going to pop no matter what, so we'll just send them over there and we'll get the defensive terrain. That'll be fun. And then I think that was everything. Yes, it is. So let's get rid of these. Provincial unrest is unnecessary. Black flagged armies, that's already been taken care of. And then, you know what? Maybe a couple of states wouldn't be bad for a little bit of extra manpower. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. We've got nothing but a little bit of administrative power to burn, which we will go ahead and do, but again, we want to make sure we do those states as we're getting close to cap, just to make sure. All right, does look like we've lost a general as well, which is a little unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to keep that one. I think he was a pretty decent general. Let's go. Let's see. So you're suppressing rebels at this stage. Looks like others are coming by. Let's bring... Yeah, you're making your way down there. Looks like Malware is attacking Deccan. Yeah, we're going to need to move quickly if we're going to take what we need. That is unfortunate. And what are you doing? Sieging provinces? Let's tell you to cancel autonomous sieging. We need you to go where we want you to go. These guys are doing something fairly similar. Let's march them all the way down there. Again, as soon as we can piece these guys out, the sooner we can face our fury towards Delhi, which is what we need to do to be efficient in this war. So, alright, it'll be what it'll be. Alright, let's also go ahead and select all of these guys. Let's make them a single unit. That should be, yeah. Bring everybody down there. In fact, we should probably bring people a little bit closer to where we are going to need them. So let's bring everybody across. And then what about you? What are you? You're a flying battery. You are probably meant to be rendezvousing with, yeah, with this rather large army. All right, let's go ahead and turn off the rebel suppression for now. We're going to go ahead and... Yeah, we're going to try and attack. Now, who wants military access? They're at war with our enemies. Ajuran, where are you guys? That's all the way over here, isn't it? And you're in the offensive war on Delhi's side. Honestly, I think we're going to say no. I don't want you to come in and take land that we could potentially be wanting to take. So we're just going to play a little bit of a harassing tactic and make them work the long way around. Same thing with Fars. We're going to go ahead and tell them no too. We'll have to take whatever we can. Alright, so it looks like... oh, we got caught? Darn. Actually, have we got extra... Okay, so we've got a decent amount of spy network. Can we go ahead and... Let's sabotage their recruitment. Make them more easily push over. Delhi, let's do the same thing. Make sure that they cannot reinforce as they're obviously recruiting more and more. So let's go ahead and sabotage recruitment. And then is there anything else we can also do to them? Infiltrated administration. That's not a bad idea. So that'll give us eyes through their nation for the next 5 years. That's going to be quite beneficial, giving us access to where all of their military units are. Yeah, look at that. Already trying to doom stack. Okay, so I guess that was a good thing to have all that spy network. Let's also check in on... Japan, Ottomans, Malwa, Persia. You know what? For Persia, we're also going to go ahead and sabotage recruitment. Oh no, it's already being sabotaged. That's ideal then. Let's go with... sabotage reputation, maybe? Or corrupt their officials. You know what? Let's go with their reputation. Make it a little bit less likely for people to want to come and defend them if we do end up going to war with them. So that will be of some benefit, even if it's not immediate. Let's see, what else have we got? Troop-wise, we are... have we built up? No, we've still got a few more troops that are being trained, so we can't run that army around just yet. You guys, though, let's go ahead and chase them down. 100,000 you're working towards this, that, and you guys can be the other. March you across there. Let's go. Let's send that up anyway. Hopefully we can avoid having unnecessary fights. Yeah, but we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, Argentine treasure fleets are coming on in, and same with the British Columbia. That's fine. Yeah, everybody is moving around as fast as they can, but I feel like this could be a little bit difficult. Hopefully some of our members from way over here can start to help out. In fact, let's just see. Do we have military access? The answer is yes. Okay, so let's bring these guys over. Let's bring them up to the top of Delhi. Yeah, we'll stop rebel suppressing. An extra 85,000 men is probably worth having around. Yeah, any little bit is going to help. So let's go ahead and keep on moving forwards. We are starting a siege, which is good, and we have just changed the year, so we should be able to afford the new level of military tech. Yeah, extra supply limit, infantry fire, and cavalry shock. All of that will be greatly appreciated, and now we can afford a couple of new generals and help make up for that loss in professionalism. Or at least that is the plan. Alright, so how are we doing on the infantry? Almost finished with those final two. That'll be nice. These guys, let's march on over here. We're going to try and trap them and crush them. It is in hills, so it is defensive, but I think we have a better position than they do. Yeah, it's hills no matter what. So when will they arrive? 13th? We could be there on the 16th. Yeah, at least we can crush a smaller army and have the other half arrive later. That should be fine. Yeah, and it looks like they're locked on in, which is phenomenal. Let's make sure that that is consolidated. We want to be able to crush them. It looks like they're going for a quick and dirty attack. Fair enough. Let's replace you and get you in there. Let's see. We'll be there on the 15th. They'll be there on the 22nd. Hopefully they've locked on in. No. Apparently they did not want the fight. That's good. That's very, very good. Alright, let's move you to the next fort there. Some Marines will be fine. Let's also go... Yeah, 35%, 0%. Looks like we got our stack wiped, which is phenomenal. Let's go ahead and... I guess we'll take the first fort that we see. Yeah, I guess we don't really have much of a choice in that regard. Now we are going to be losing war score for a little bit, as we do not have Delhi's capital, but again, they're not our first priority at this stage. We just want to go ahead and piece these guys out as quickly so we can focus all of our attention over there. So let's march you. Yeah, we'll march our way around to another fort. That should be fine. Again, we're not going to be able to take the land if we don't have a fort in the area. We'll take as much as we can, but we'll have to see how that goes. Looks like one siege is over, which is fantastic. Let's march you to their capital. See if we can protect that 40 stack of marines. That should be a good thing if we can keep that up and running. Conversions are happening. That's also nice. We have 100 church power. So let's see. Anything good? No, I think we still have the militarized religious icon. In fact, let's go ahead and quickly check out our modifier. So what was that? Militarized. So let's scroll on down. Militarized. Alright, so let's see. Minimum autonomy, military free policy, military technology. I would have thought that such a thing would have appeared in the nation's modifiers. Actually, you know what? No, maybe we need, what is it? I think it's shock damage. No, that's just from professionalism. Yeah, religious icon for the army, minus 10%. Okay, so I don't think, unless we find it in here, that's not going to tell us when that ends. But it is for another good 15, oh well, probably another good 10 years at this point. So I'm not too concerned. Just would be nice if we could find it. Oh well, either way, we'll come back to that. We'll get to 200 and we'll deal with that. Either that or we'll use it for a stability when we break a truce. One way or the other, it does not particularly bother me. Alright, lost 1/4, that's fine. Let's go ahead and half state this. We'll chuck these on defensive just to burn through some of their manpower. In fact, we have the governing cap, so there's really no reason why we shouldn't be doing that across the board. I very almost took the wrong one there. Yeah, that would have been quite a grievance. Alright, defensive, defensive. Come on. We will just make this as difficult as possible for them. Alright, we've already got the defensiveness there. That is very, very nice. And then... yeah, I suppose for now that should be good enough. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and leave those for now. Siege of there is over. I think that's their capital. We can slowly tighten the noose around their armies. That's what we want to see. They lost another siege. That's fantastic. Let's go. Make sure they have nowhere to run. Alright, let's also go ahead and start seeing exactly what we can take in this peace agreement. Because again, it's not the end of the world if we don't take everything. So let's go ahead and say return cause. We want you to return cause to the appropriate nation, being our subject. Unfortunately, we can't give more than that at the moment, but that's fine. That'll save us a fair bit of overextension. So that's fine. It'll also use up our Diplo power, which is rather nice. That's 41%. Then let's go ahead and... I guess we'll just start working our way up. So that's a 95% peace deal, which is kind of crazy. And that's 100%. So... yeah, if we can take that, that'll be fine. That would be rather ideal if we can max out what we can take, handing off as much as possible to our vassal. That is the plan. Alright, let's see. 42% minus 57. Yeah. Just gonna have to sit back and wait more or less, which is kind of good and bad, although that was a very good fight for us to take, so we can move on in. That'll be against them in what kind of terrain? Hills. Well, being outnumbered 3-1 is always a good thing in our favor, especially when you have a look at our statistics. Look at that, 125% discipline, 10.1 on morale, and 4 on tactics. Yeah, a -1 is not going to make a huge difference to us in this. Also have a fantastic general, so that's all well and good. Alright, one more stack wipe down. That is fantastic. Let's march you over to... yeah, over towards this next fort. We need the war score as quickly as possible in forts. Forts are the best way to do that, so that's what we'll do. Alright, occupying things, that's fine. Siege of Jampur is over. That is sad. I was enjoying laying attrition towards their armies, but, you know, you've got to do what you got to do. Let's see. Everything else occupied by Morocco. That's over in Africa. That's fine. I'm not really too concerned about any of that. Are we? Oh, we are actually fighting Morocco proper. Huh. Does look like I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and... We could check on a defensive edict, but at the end of the day, I don't think it matters. Castile's gonna absolutely clobber them as they try and make their way across, so I'm not bothered in the slightest. Also, too, what is this red? Right, these guys are trying to take down some of our land, but that's fine. We should have fairly safe positions. So, you guys, let's march on down towards Delhi. See if we can take an early fort from them while their armies are well out of the region. That would be ideal. Looks like Marwa's putting up a nice little fight there, fighting Delhi's troops. So hopefully they can do a decent job of surviving. Again, we know they're not going to win, but at least if we can slow them down, that will give us an advantage. I will attack you there. Got this fort here. I think this is going to be pretty much everything that we need. So let's go... Yeah, we'll need this fort. In fact, we might even try and... yeah, take a fort so we have one less to deal with in the next war. That is going to be the slowest thing, is dealing with the sieges. You hooligans are heading all the way up over here. Let's march on up over. And in fact, we shall pincer maneuver just to make doubly sure. And then... yeah, that's just going to be it for now. Okay, so we did catch them. That's good. Let's go ahead and... we're going to start doing some autonomous sieging, I think. Yeah, just for anything that's nearby. We'll take control of them, but they should be taking care of what's closest first. There's that other fort that we needed, so let's go ahead and, again, autonomous sieging. Oh, wait, no, we don't want autonomous sieging. We want to send you over there instead. Yeah, the more cannons we get into that siege, the better. Minus 7%, that'll flip over to a... whoa. 57% in our favor. That is far more like it. We'll send our Marines. That unit can go ahead and start taking care of some provinces for us. Let's go ahead and grant a seat to Parliament. And there we go. That's far more like it. Yep. Making far better progress with cannons. So let's let you do your thing. Hopefully this fort will fall fairly quickly. Either that or... yeah, we're very close to piecing them out already. This is going to be good. Yeah, another little victory there. As soon as we get that fort, that is all that we're going to need for this battle, for this war, I'm fairly certain. We did lose another fort, but that's fine. Let's see, which fort was it? It looks like it was... oh no, it fell in towards our favor. Well, in that case, that is phenomenal. Let's make sure we hand that over to Hungary. After all, our Hungary March is always looking for a new fort to hold. Let's see, where is the next good spot? Well, first of all, let's figure out Delhi. Where is your capital? So it's over here, so they should be fairly easy to attack. Let's go over to farmlands with your 80 odd thousand. Let's hire a new general. Maybe we'll do that twice. Hey, there we go. Okay, 5642. Some siege value is what I was after. It does also look like we are capped out on Diplo power. Let's just go ahead and... I don't know. Let's just go ahead and do a development button or two. That should be enough. I'm fairly certain that we'll be able to piece out these guys, which will use up a bit of that power, so I'm not too concerned. It's just a matter of getting things done as quickly as we can. Alright, 85%. That's really the last of things that we need. A revolt has popped, but hopefully those Bengali separatists will fight off the Delhi army. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're just going to quickly... Ooh. We're going to pause for 2 seconds. Looks like my computer is not enjoying some of this endgame stuff. There's a fair bit to calculate, so let's see. Can we piece these guys out? Yes, we can. So that'll give us a fort. In fact, where are all the forts? So we've got here, there's 2 down there, 2 here and 1 there. Alright, so if we're going for peace, can we go... Okay, so there's nothing across there, although, yeah, that is some of the land that is for the, for our subjects. So if we drop that province there, we should be able to swing over to here. That's 98%. We need one more reason, but that would be one less fort, and it's a decent fort being on the coast. Yeah, we give it a month. We give it a month. That's certainly what we're going to go ahead and do. That should probably be enough, that extra victory. No? Oh, only 1 or 2 more. Alright, so... where can we send everybody? I guess we'll just move you up over there. You can deal with that province as you see fit. These guys only have 3,000 men, which are all up over there, so I'm not too concerned in the slightest about that. It does look like those Bengali separatists have occupied the province, but I'm not too surprised. Yeah, alright, so let's see, come on. Hopefully, with 1 more occupation, we should be sorted. Oh, and with extra prestige, we should gain... yeah, extra free power. That's fantastic. Alright, that might be enough. Yep, there we go. We can peace on out with a 98% peace agreement. That'll cost us 163 Diplo and 118 admin. That's fine. Everything that can be handed off to our subject is handed off. Alright, and we should... let's see, that's aggressive expansion. Yeah. Overextension of 41%. That is acceptable. I know that does push us over, but I don't think it is the end of the world. We will see, though, if we can. Let's see. Where is this one? Grand Coral Claim. I'm not really sure where that is. Alright, let's just quickly go ahead and search. So that's further up there. We certainly can't hand that off to them. That seems a little bit improbable. Oh, we grant them our claim on... oh, so we can actually give them our claims and hand them across. Okay, that's an interesting idea. No, I guess we can't do that at the moment. That's not the best thing for us. We'll just have to accept. Let's also go ahead and make sure that we're dealing with our overextension. Yeah, it's not going to be much of an issue soon. Let's just go ahead and pour up what we can. Anything that can be called will be called. What's this? We need to control this province? Alright, let's just sort by overextension, because at the end of the day, only the ones that have the overextension are the ones we care about right now. Yeah, all the rest are for states that don't currently exist. In fact, you know what? We have so much admin power. Let's just go ahead and spend all that we can. Yeah, boost up our manpower and all that. That should be fine. I'm not really too concerned with the rest. Alright, but we're going to come back and fight Delhi directly in the next one. We've done a pretty good job. We've cut down where we're where we're fighting, so that should be a much easier push for us. We already have one army coming in from the north, and now we can come in from the south and take what we want from what is left. And it looks like Delhi has already wasted most of their manpower reserves without even taking a fight. So if you do want to see that episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.